Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Money Cafe America, where we slow money down until it feels understandable.
Hey there, I'm Ethan.
And I'm Maya. Today we are looking at the checkout button that feels a little too easy.
I need this conversation. I was just staring at an online cart last night.
Oh, did you finally click buy?
I did. I saw that option to split the total into 4 small payments.
That little button makes the total price look almost invisible.
It really does. It completely bypassed my normal budget defense system.
That is exactly why we are focusing on this trap today.
It feels like free money in the moment. You click the button and the guilt just disappears.
But the guilt usually comes back a few weeks later, right?
Exactly. I will check my banking app later and wonder where my money went.
Then you realize those small automatic payments are hitting your account one after another.
Yes. Suddenly my checking account feels like it is leaking from 5 different places.
And it gets really hard to keep track of what you actually owe.
I completely lose track. It makes a big purchase look like a harmless weekly coffee.
That happens to so many people right now.
Really? Because I feel pretty foolish when the payments start stacking up.
It does not mean you are bad with money. The system is just very good at hiding the real cost.
That is a real relief to hear.
Today, we will give you a simple way to look at that checkout screen.
I definitely need that before my next online order.
We will explain the hidden terms. By the end, you will have a clear rule to use before you confirm.
That sounds like exactly what my budget needs.
The problem with that easy checkout button is how it changes the math in your head.
It really does. A $200 jacket suddenly looks like a $50 decision.
Exactly. You are no longer asking if you can afford the whole item today.
Right. I am only asking if I have $50 in my checking account right now.
And that makes it dangerously easy to say yes to things you would normally skip.
So how should I look at it instead?
Think of that split payment, like setting up a new monthly utility bill.
Oh, wow. I never thought of it like that.
It is not a discount. You are signing a contract to pay a tiny bill for 6 weeks.
Aha. That makes it sound way less appealing.
Right? Nobody wants to sign up for another random water bill.
But when I click that split option, that is exactly what I am doing.
Yes, you are obligating your next few paychecks before they even arrive in your account.
It really helps to hear it framed that way.
If this new view helps, keep this episode nearby for your next scrolling session.
I will definitely need it when the targeted ads start following me around again.
So here is the simple rule. Treat the split option like a short-term loan.
Treat it like a loan. That feels a lot heavier than a friendly payment plan.
That heaviness is good. If you would not take out a bank loan for the jacket, do not use the button.
That is a harsh rule, but it really clears the fog for me.
The biggest mistake people make is not stopping at just one item.
I think I know exactly where this is going.
One split payment might feel fine, but then you buy a gift the same way later.
And then, maybe some new shoes the week after that.
Exactly. Then those small payments start overlapping on your calendar.
Suddenly, you have 4 different microloans pulling out of your account on different days.
And that is when a normal Tuesday suddenly drains your account completely.
You just perfectly described the week before rent is due.
It happens fast. You check your balance before rent clears, and the money is gone.
Because 3 different automated payments cleared while you were sleeping?
Yes, you might not be avoiding the banking app because of the big bills.
You were avoiding it because you lost track of all those tiny overlapping charges.
That feeling is completely normal. The system is designed to make you lose track.
So how do I stop that overlapping cycle?
You have to force yourself to see the total price tag again.
How do I do that when the screen highlights the tiny first payment?
You cover up the small number with your thumb and read the total cost out loud.
Literally say the full price out loud to an empty room?
Yes. Saying it reminds you that the full amount is still leaving your bank.
Hearing my own voice say $200 sounds very different than reading $50.
It grounds you in reality. It stops the impulse right there in its tracks.
And it reminds me that my future paycheck is already working hard enough.
Exactly. Your future self needs that money for groceries, not a past impulse.
The thumb trick in speaking out loud sounds weird, but I really like it.
It is a small physical speed bump.
It takes the power away from that brightly colored checkout button.
It puts the power back in your hands.
I actually feel like I could do that tonight. This feels much more manageable now.
So if we treat that split payment option like a short-term bank loan,
It completely changes how I look at my online cart.
the marketing makes it feel like they are doing you a favor,
It really does feel like a friendly discount in the moment.
but they are actually securing a claim on your future paychecks.
That is a heavy way to think about it, but it is true.
Let us see how that short-term loan rule holds up in real life.
I have a feeling this is going to expose my worst shopping habits.
We are just looking at the math today. We are not judging the habit.
That is fair. What is the first situation?
Imagine it is a Wednesday morning and your work laptop suddenly dies.
Oh, that is instant panic. I need a computer to do my job.
You look online, and a decent replacement costs $800.
I definitely do not have $800 extra sitting in my account.
But the checkout screen offers you 4 easy payments of $200.
My first instinct is to click that button immediately to solve the emergency.
That makes total sense. You are trying to protect your income.
Right, and $200 feels like something I can figure out later.
But remember our rule. You are taking out a short-term loan.
But if I literally cannot work without it, is the loan still a mistake?
It is not about being a mistake. It is about your cash flow.
What do you mean by cash flow in this situation?
If you commit to those next 3 payments, what normal bill gets squeezed?
Oof, I would probably have to short my car payment or skip buying groceries.
Exactly. The loan fixes the computer today but creates a food crisis next month.
It makes me feel embarrassed that I cannot just buy it outright.
That happens to a lot of people right now. Normal expenses are very high.
But the payment plan makes me feel like I can pretend everything is fine.
It sells you the feeling of stability, but it charges your future paycheck.
So what is the practical step when I still desperately need a computer?
The step is to pause the purchase and search for a certified refurbished model.
So finding a cheaper version that actually fits the cash I have today?
Yes. Maybe you find an older model for $300 total.
That still hurts today, but it completely protects my money next month.
There is a realistic limitation to this plan, though.
I assume the limitation is that refurbished items take longer to arrive.
Yes, you might have to wait a few days instead of getting overnight shipping.
Spending 2 days borrowing a friend's laptop is better than hiding a loan.
Exactly. The emergency does not require financing the most expensive fix.
That is a relief to hear. What is the next scenario?
Let us say it is a Thursday evening, 2 weeks before a friend's wedding.
Oh, event spending. That brings a completely different kind of pressure.
You are scrolling on your phone and find a nice outfit for $150.
And my rent just cleared, so my checking account feels a little thin.
Exactly. Then the split option offers to charge you just $37 today.
My first instinct is that $37 is basically nothing.
It feels harmless, like just buying a couple of fast food meals.
I would absolutely click it just to cross the wedding outfit off my stress list.
But let us bring back the rule. Are you taking a loan for a guest outfit?
When you say it out loud like that, it sounds completely ridiculous.
The pressure to look good is real, especially with social media photos.
Social media definitely makes it harder to repeat an outfit.
The split payment feels like a cheap ticket to looking successful online.
But looking successful online is not worth stressing over my utility bills.
You are literally taxing your future paychecks for a single evening.
So how do I handle the social pressure when the event is getting close?
The practical step is to create a strict cash-only rule for any event clothing.
Meaning if the full amount is not sitting in my account, I do not buy it.
Exactly. No short-term loans for dresses, suits, or shoes you will only wear once.
That forces me to be honest about what I can actually afford this week.
It does, but there is a limitation to this cash-only rule.
The limitation is that I might have to wear something I already own.
Yes, you might wear the exact same outfit to 3 different weddings this year.
And honestly, nobody actually cares about what I'm wearing anyway.
They care that you showed up to celebrate. The internet does not pay your bills.
The cash-only rule saves me from paying for that party for the next 2 months.
Let us look at a third situation, a completely normal Tuesday night.
A Tuesday night without any emergencies or fancy weddings?
Right. You are just standing in your bathroom and your daily moisturizer runs out.
Oh, this is the sneaky one. Routine household restocking.
You open the store app to buy a simple replacement.
And while I am there, I see the matching face wash and the expensive sunscreen.
The app also reminds you that you are $10 away from free shipping.
I fall for that shipping trap every single time.
So you add another item, and suddenly your cart is up to $90.
That is way more than I planned to spend on a random Tuesday.
But the split payment button pops up and says it is only $22 today.
And my brain immediately justifies it because I use this stuff every day.
That is the mistake. You are using a payment plan to justify a higher lifestyle.
Because $22 fits my weekly budget, even if $90 does not.
But you are financing your basic routine maintenance.
Wow. Financing my bathroom cabinet sounds like a terrible financial strategy.
It traps your cash. If you finance shampoo today, what happens when toothpaste runs out?
I would probably finance that too, and the payments would just endlessly stack up.
Exactly. Routine daily items should never be turned into monthly contracts.
So what is the step to stop this cycle from happening?
The practical step is to buy exactly the one item that ran out using cash.
So I just buy the $30 moisturizer, pay the shipping, and close the app.
Yes. You ignore the bundle and you ignore the split payment option.
That keeps my future paychecks completely free from small, annoying charges.
There is a caution here, though. You have to ignore the marketing.
What is the downside of just buying the one item?
You might miss out on a slight discount for buying the whole bundle at once.
The app always tells me I'm saving 15% if I buy the set.
But spending $90 on credit is worse than spending $30 in cash.
That is very true. A discount does not matter if it drains my checking account.
So let us look at one concrete action you can take in the next 24 hours.
I definitely need a physical step to break this habit before I shop again.
Go into your favorite shopping apps and remove your saved credit card information.
Making myself type the numbers manually adds friction back into the checkout process.
Exactly. It forces you to pause before that split payment button gets you.
I am going to delete my cards tonight. I feel a little more prepared now.
We just looked at 3 different checkout moments, from emergency laptops to wedding outfits and basic moisturizer.
It showed me how sneaky that payment button is. It shows up everywhere.
Exactly. You see it on clothing sites, travel sites, and even grocery deliveries.
Seeing it on a grocery order really shocked me recently.
So let us test how you would handle this pressure in the real world.
I am ready. What is the situation?
Your friend had a hard month. They want to buy a $400 gaming console.
That is a big purchase to make when you are already stressed out.
They do not have the cash, but they say the split payment is only $100 today.
And they probably feel like they really deserve a reward right now.
Yes. They ask if they should just click the button and worry about the rest later.
I would tell them absolutely not. I would say they cannot afford it right now.
That is a very honest, protective instinct. You are focused on keeping them safe.
I just do not want them to ruin next month because of a bad week.
Telling a stressed friend they cannot afford something usually makes them defensive.
Oh, that is true. They might feel judged and just buy it anyway.
Exactly. Instead of talking about what they cannot afford, talk about their future paycheck.
So I should remind them about the normal bills they already have coming up?
Ask them if they want to give their next 4 paychecks to a gaming company.
That is a great angle. It makes the company look like the bad guy.
It frames the choice around keeping their own hard-earned money safe.
It feels much more supportive than just telling them no.
Now, let us look at the actual language behind these easy offers.
The terms usually look like a giant wall of confusing legal text.
We are going to skip the legal text and introduce 3 clear money terms.
I would love to actually understand what I am clicking agree to.
The first term is point-of-sale loan.
That sounds incredibly formal for a basic shopping app.
It just means a loan offered to you right at the exact moment of purchase.
Like the split payment button sitting right next to the checkout total.
Exactly. Traditional loans require filling out paperwork and waiting a few days.
But this loan happens instantly with just one simple click.
Why does it matter that the loan happens so fast?
Because it completely bypasses your normal financial thinking time.
It strikes right when you are most excited about buying the item.
You are too distracted by the shiny new thing to think about the debt.
Yes. How would you translate point-of-sale loan in your own words?
It is a hidden trapdoor for debt that opens right at the register.
That is a perfect way to remember it.
I will definitely look at that button differently from now on.
The second term we need to look at is cash flow.
I hear business owners use that phrase all the time.
It applies to ordinary people too. It describes the timing of money coming in versus going out.
So it is not just about how much money I have in total?
No. It is entirely about when the money actually moves.
Like knowing my rent is due on the 1st, but I get paid on the 5th.
Exactly. That gap is a cash flow problem.
Why does cash flow matter so much with these split payment apps?
Because 4 different split payments will hit your checking account on 4 random unexpected days.
And if I lose track, the money leaves before my next paycheck arrives.
Which makes your daily balance completely unpredictable.
That unpredictability is exactly what causes the panic before normal bills are due.
So how would you translate cash flow for yourself?
It is protecting the schedule of my money, not just the total amount.
That is exactly right. Your schedule is your daily financial safety net.
What is the final term we need to understand today?
The third term is late fee.
Unfortunately, I think I already know what a late fee feels like.
It is the penalty charge added when your automatic split payment fails to clear.
Like when my checking account is empty and the payment gets declined?
Yes, but the friendly checkout screen rarely highlights the late fee details.
They only show you that harmless-looking initial payment.
Why does understanding the late fee matter before you confirm the purchase?
Because if I mess up my cash flow timing, the item suddenly costs way more.
Exactly. One missed split payment can trigger a fee that wipes out any perceived value.
That cheap moisturizer becomes a very expensive mistake really fast.
How would you describe the late fee in your own words?
It is the hidden financial punishment for losing track of my cash flow schedule.
That is exactly how you should look at every split payment offer.
These real terms take the friendly mask off the whole checkout process for me.
That friendly mask is designed to keep you clicking without thinking about the future.
Knowing these words makes me want to protect my money much more carefully now.
Let us look at a completely different situation to see how these rules hold up.
I am ready. Throw the next financial trap at me.
You need to drive to work, but your car suddenly needs 2 new tires today.
Car repairs are the absolute worst. That is easily a few $100s.
The total bill is $300. The shop offers a split payment today.
They want $75 today, right? My instinct is to use the cash-only rule.
Yes, you say no because you hate the idea of overlapping payments.
Exactly. I want to keep my future paychecks completely free from extra charges.
That is a solid defense. But what happens if you cannot drive to work tomorrow?
Oh, that is true. I would definitely lose out on a full day of pay.
You miss the difference between a lifestyle trap and a true cash flow emergency.
So avoiding the split payment plan here actually hurts my immediate income?
Exactly. Sometimes using the split payment is necessary to protect your job and stability.
I see the difference now. It is a strictly required fix, not a random online purchase.
But you still have to manage the risk. How do you handle those future payments?
I need to treat it like a serious loan, not a casual convenience.
Yes, you have to map out exactly when the remaining charges will hit your account.
I would pull up my calendar app while I'm still sitting in the waiting room.
What exactly are you looking for when you open your calendar?
I am checking to see if any of those future payments land during rent week.
That is the perfect analysis. You are actively anticipating the cash flow squeeze before it actually happens.
Because if they hit at the exact same time, my checking account will definitely overdraft.
And overdraft trigger the expensive late fees we discussed earlier.
So I need to budget for those specific dates right now, before I leave the shop.
You are securing your cash flow schedule so the payments do not surprise you later.
That takes the financial panic out of the situation completely.
If you use the tool carefully, it does not have to be a trap.
I just have to stay in charge of the timeline.
Let us turn this into a simple 3-step action plan for any checkout screen.
I definitely need a strict routine before I buy anything else online.
Step 1 is to remove your saved credit card information from your favorite shopping apps.
Having to go find my physical wallet usually makes me rethink the whole purchase.
Exactly. That forced delay breaks the spell of the instant checkout button.
It takes the convenience out of the transaction, which is exactly what I need.
Step 2 is to physically cover the tiny monthly payment on your screen.
And then I force myself to read the full total price out loud.
Hearing your own voice say the real number stops the brain from minimizing the cost.
It grounds me in reality instead of letting me focus on a fraction.
Step 3 is to check your calendar before you ever click the split payment button.
I need to verify that those future charges will not interfere with my regular bills.
That simple process builds a massive wall between your bank account and clever marketing.
It puts me back in the driver's seat when the app tries to rush me.
We want to know what triggers this checkout pressure for you in real life.
What is the main thing that usually tempts you to use a split payment option?
Think about the specific items that feel the hardest to resist when money is tight.
You can write one word in the comments: clothes, tech, travel, or hobbies.
Recognizing your exact weakness makes it much easier to pause the next time you shop.
It really does. I feel a lot more confident about managing my checkout screens now.
Tell us in the comments what specific item usually triggers that checkout pressure for you.
I'm going to watch my own cart closer this week. Those small payments complicate normal months very fast.
You do not have to let an app dictate your daily cash flow schedule.
Just remember to delete your saved cards tonight. That small step creates enough friction to slow you down.
Protecting your future paycheck is how you build real stability right now. It keeps your money under your own control.
A calmer plan starts with taking a breath before you click the button. You do not have to rush.
Thank you for sitting with us today at Money Cafe America. I am Maya. Goodbye, everyone.
And I am Ethan. Take care and take it one small step at a time.